Alright, I need to generate the topic real quick. Need to do that real quick while I bring the game up. And hey, my second monitor something doesn't pop up. Impromptu speech topics generator. There we go. Alright, one. Care for others. Why do they make this so easy for me? That's too easy, man. I'm gonna keep this one, and we're gonna make another one just to compare which one's the hardest one. Come on, generate it. In the meantime, let's load up. Alright, we are up, and let's do one. Make sure that I make it easier. Prisons. Ooh. Man, they're both good topics. But I don't, let's see. I mean, I can talk about metaphorical prisons, or I can talk about actually caring for others. So, I'm going to keep the prisons ones in case I have a short run. Let's see. Escape. What the fuck? Guild card. Oh, gotcha. Guild cards. Receive that. Yep. Okay. Alright. So, let me update. OBS. Topic today. Care for others. Okay. Okay. And let's load up something real quick. Lance is what we're going for today. Where are we? Do I have guard in this one? I could use this one also. Kind of like this. Yeah, let's go with this one actually. Does it have guard? Oh no, it's handicraft mantle. We lose 3 handicraft. Nah, let's not do that set. Even if it has protective polish, it's not gonna work out. Phoenix Tower, here we go. Shall handicraft 5, guard 3. I think this one's good. Okay. Got set up. Make sure I'm good on this part too.
Yeah.
But while it's going on, welcome to Handicrafts. Carts and Handicrafts. Shit, I can't even do the same on titles. Me talking through. Well, you get to watch me cart or succeed, depending on how poorly or how well I play. The main purpose of this for myself is to force myself to get out of my mind while I'm in the fight, as well as say things on the spot, whatever I'm feeling, and not so much what I'm thinking. So a lot of things are going to be incohesive, and that's the point. We want to make sure that we're focusing on the fight, and my words should be more for other type of purposes towards actually like feeling the fight out, I guess. I don't know. But so I've been off for a bit. Too much work and stuff, waking up too late, going to the gym and whatnot, so let's get this started. Let me make sure everything's set up real quick. Looks good. Check this, my website. Alright, cool. Let's do this. Okay, so pop right in. I saw something cool today. Got to see a one of my free time at work, at least. I got to see finally the way to test that real quick actually. So if I do hold back, so I gotta hold both at the same time. Okay, so it's 1, 2. What happens if I just do this? Oh, so you can do that way. So I have to hold. Okay, got it. Okay. Cool, yeah. So I saw some other speedrun today. They use that cool move I just used right there. It's a back hop while doing the guard. So it's a shield advance. It's what the main thing is called, even though you're advancing backwards. The nice thing is that you get Your goal is to dodge the pinning attack because I don't have guard up gemmed in, so I'm not gonna be able to get the part where he jumps up. But that allows me to still block the tremor, and when I block the tremor, I am now free to engage whatever he's doing. So where's he taking the Dodogama? I guess he's not. Sweet. Okay. Oh no, he is. No. Okay. So protected, polish up. I'm not gonna rock cheese because that ruins the whole purpose of this. My goal is not to shorten the fight. A fair fight is a fair fight still, but I want to shorten the fight. So we're gonna do that. Okay, so topic: care for others. While we get this fight on roll, the fuck is he eating? The topic: care for others. And we missed the fucking. Okay, whatever. Care for others. What I get to see all the time at work is not even. See, it's all did mess it up. Okay, we did it. Sweet. That was actually a fucking dodge. Whatever. It works either way. Okay, so now I may even have to figure out how to do it while on top of it. Care for others. You'll see it all the time at work. Based on a team, you can tell really when you have a good team because the teammates that look out for each other, you know that they're really looking out for the mission when they focus on looking out for each other instead of looking out for themselves, right? Because if you have a reputation going on, okay, this is, I guess I'll just take this second to sharpen it while I'm on the fire. Yeah, but either way, I mean, like, say you got a team, this is like literally the worst right here. Say you got a team that is looking out for each other and they're looking out for the mission, then you know it's a good thing that they're doing that, one, because it's great for the mission, and oh shit, no, we fucked it. Alright, rip. Wrong button combo. So that was, I was supposed to do the back hop thing right there, didn't do it. Alright, it's just I'm gonna have to wait for that move and then just slow my cadence down while I'm doing it. But yeah, so you got a good team. They're always gonna look out for each other. Rarely you're gonna have star players that nice. So you're rarely gonna have star players that are gonna focus on themselves. The mission will get done, but eventually that team is gonna collapse, right? Like that's thinking short term now. Okay, thanks, game. Wait, you can take environmental. Wow, holy shit, it's a lot of environmental damage. Okay, I didn't know that. But so if a teammates are looking out for each other, it does two things. One, promotes trust, and that's great because when you trust each other, you can focus on purely your. Is he picking? He's picking up Dodogon. The fuck. And when you promote trust, that means you don't have to focus on, is that guy gonna backstab me or is that guy gonna actually do his job? You don't have to focus on, am I gonna have to worry about this guy fucking up? Now you know he's got my back and I can get his back, and all we gotta do, okay, fucking scream, is focus on each respective job. And when that happens, all you gotta do is think about what you can do better and not so much, you know, trying to micromanage your teammates. That's a lot of problems that you see in a lot of games like League of Legends, and a lot of I think even Overwatch is having this issue right now. Some people are complaining about the community. And if you've seen some of the communities that like fighting game communities, yeah, they trash talk, but they're still looking out for each other because their trash talk is literally telling them like, yo, like this mechanic that I'm trashing you on, like I'm trashing you because you need to improve. Like I'm not gonna have a good fight if you're gonna shit on like that mechanic. We can't actually like fight each other because you're gonna be a waste of my time at that point, right? So that's the cool thing about when you look out for some of the fighting community. But at the same time, if you think about the professional world, if you look out for someone, what they're gonna do is look out for you and also promote that trust. And on top of that, what you're doing is you're creating an environment where the leader doesn't even have to focus on trying to get his team going, and it comes down to the team just doing their jobs and the team being able to trust each other. I've seen a few different team mechanics, I guess is the way you can look at it. Leadership styles. Right now, I got one one boss that micromanages. Oh shit! Nice, blocked it. Okay, blocked the tremor. And then we got one guy while he was in power, I should say. Oh, oh damn! Alright, I didn't get the whatever. It still gave me the tremor res. But when he was in power, he was more of this laissez-faire type of leadership, which is I think is great because it says, hey, I trust you to do your job, and as long as you do that, I think we'll be able to accomplish the mission. If you need any help, just come by and ask. And that in itself is saying, hey, we have an abundance of skill, right? And with an abundance of skill, I don't even have to worry about, are you going to perform? That's saying, no, I know you're going to perform, right? And if you think about outside, right? Say you're just like in a fucking like, you're in a dojo or you're in a gym, and you're looking out for each other. Now you don't got to worry about, okay, is that guy going to fuck over my weights? Is he going to try to jack my station? Is he going to try to use my equipment, right? That's the cool thing. Caring for people, caring for others, doesn't just help you, it helps everyone around you. And the reason I think that humans are alive as long as we've been is not because we're just beasts. Fuck that. Okay, whatever. We still take it. We still take it. It's not because we're just guides. Like, I mean, you look at any of their species, they would shit on us in a lot of stats. Some people would even argue, you know, we're fucking like the shittiest physically in comparison to the ones that can adapt. Like monkeys can fucking climb trees, and like the only thing we got going for us is our like pack mentality and our ability to think together. You know, the group conscious type of thing. But then you got lions, they do the same thing. You got dogs do the same thing, but they do it to the point where it's like they don't have a society, they got a pack, right? But somehow we are able to get like societies, complete societies, to get like not just a fucking tribe, I'm talking like a city going on. I mean, it doesn't always work the way we want it to, but it works to a point where we're able to promote, I think, the unison and synergy that we should be able to do. And it's really funny too, because the meeting yesterday was talking all about synergy, and this was the micromanaging boss, and I'm just like, really? Like, you're gonna try to promote synergy, and your communication right now is like complete micromanagement shit, and you want to promote synergy? Like, well, that's not how it works, man. You gotta trust us first, and then after you trust us, that's when we're gonna start being able to perform. It's where you need us to perform. It doesn't work vice versa. You can't just say, yo dog, do your fucking job, right? Like, I mean, if you yell at someone, it's not gonna change like the performance. You're probably actually gonna lower their performance to begin with. Like, I mean, you can threaten their jobs and shit. Like, that works in the short-term purpose. That's the complete opposite of the spectrum. And I had that also, like, back at my first job in Lakewood, California. No, Long Beach, California. Micromanaging both boss and my supervisor. My supervisor's pretty cool though. He knew that he could trust me, but it was to a certain degree because his boss, which is also my boss, like the one that I had to see literally every day, and then I had my fucking desk right next to this guy. He would have my supervisor micromanage me, and then I would see this guy micromanage me. When I mean this guy, I mean my boss micromanage me. Oh, fuck that. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. He missed. I'm trying to get this back hop thing going, but it did not work at all. And it's funny I'm talking about the opposite spectrum here to understand the importance of what it is to care for someone, because I think if you understand both sides, you can't just say, yo, like, oh, love the world, do all this shit. It doesn't work that way, right? You gotta. I think you need to promote both sides. Where we're talking about, you know, it's why you want to talk about doing that also, because if I just said like fucking care for others, then what you're gonna do is you're gonna say that, and then second somebody like shits on that frame of mind, you're gonna lose that. You're gonna revert back, and then we're all gonna be stuck in this rut. Now you're gonna be like, okay, what do I do now? Like this guy's just ruining me, ruining my trust, and I can't do shit now. Like, I gotta think about what's going on, all that shit that goes on with that. So the goal is, with this type of reverse mentality, is to think and to focus on, you know, how do we avoid that? How do we solve this type of thing where we're trying to look out for each other, and how do we keep that in motion? And that I think is important. Holy shit, he's almost dead. Nice. Whoa! Nice try, guy. Alright, that's my chance. And that's what I think, really, is just, if you and everyone else around you can be, like, put into this mode where you no longer need to worry about, is that guy gonna wreck me, or is that gonna, like, fuck me over my reputation. Now you're in a mode where you can focus on your job, right? That's one less process you got to think about. And I think, to wrap that up, the reason you want to care for someone is not only to look out for them, but it's to look out for you, and it's to look out for everything around you. See me in focus streams. Whatever. I got a gem at least. Tall thing. Rip. No tall thing. Gem. I mean, I'll take it. 11 minutes. That's still good. I think I got time. I want to do one more too. I can go ahead and do that, actually, because I kind of like the next topic. It kind of rolls right into what I was talking about. I was thinking this is gonna be really short because I like literally fucked that over. Had to fucking flash bomb and shit. 11 minutes isn't too bad. But where was I going with this? Yeah. So the next topic. So I'll go ahead and do that while I send this shit up. Is prisons. So I'm gonna incorporate that. I'm gonna incorporate that into this as well. So I'm gonna do care for other and prisons. Right, man. I'm just trying to segue into this because that's fucking nice. Like, I don't know how I got that combo on impromptu generators, but rate speech, I mean, but that's what I got. So I kind of like that. You know, I'm gonna talk about that too. So, now when you talk about prisons can mean anything. Like, just a prison as in for criminals. You talk about prisons within the mind. You can talk about prisons at school, prisons at at work. You can think of it metaphorically and in many ways, but there's a reason it's a prison, and that's because a prison is to isolate someone from society so they don't deal damage, right? Because if you had a fucking mass murder, you don't want them to deal damage to the society, and so you put them in a prison, right? I mean, or you have a criminal who fucking steals cars, and you don't want them to steal more cars, shit like that. Obviously, when one person's in trouble, that they're gonna be, they didn't just get into trouble because they got into trouble, didn't you? Right? Like, it's their nature, and the needs that their life. I'm not saying like criminals are just fucking criminals because they're criminals. I'm saying the people got put into that situation, and to think of that empathy of putting them in their trying to get in their shoes. The reason they were criminals to begin with is because they started from a place where they had to be criminals, right? Like, someone is a criminal because they have to get something for nothing, because if they don't, their survival could be at stake, or they might be greedy to the point where, you know, I don't just think that people, at least I want to give the benefit of the doubt that people are going to be good enough to where they're actually, you know, kind of like Robin Hood, where they would steal so that so other people could benefit from it, right? Shit, didn't want that affinity. So with that in mind, this whole prison thing, think about it. Like, so say you throw yourself into a mental prison, right? Where you think, okay, let's back up actually. Talking about what the fuck? Why did I sheath? Okay, that was weird. Okay, prison. What the fuck is sheathing this? But say you. Okay, all right. That's good. Let me reset. I like that. What is sheathing this shit for me? But say you're in a fucking mental prison, or you're in a prison at work where you believe, okay, I don't want to work. What I'm doing is not productive to me. It's not productive to people around me. I'm just stuck with a bunch of monkeys. Again, thinking what? This is me, all me. Me. Oh shit, no. Okay, we fucked that up. We're probably gonna die. Because I didn't... Okay, wait, hang on. I got evasion mantle. Still a chance. I just need to roll this, right? Nope. We fucked that. Okay, not a problem, not a problem. Just missed that by a little bit. Not a problem. Okay. Recovering. That she thing fucked me, but that's okay. We're gonna reset. We're gonna reset after that, and it's gonna be okay. But thinking about... Okay, jobs again. Thinking about caring for others. A place can become a prison. Not only in the mind, but also in the feeling, like, oh shit, I gotta wake up and now I'm in this type of prison. Or maybe school becomes a prison, you know. It's shit is like, I don't understand what I'm doing. You know, these theorems, this fucking Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, not making sense to me. I've had people that I've tutored that, you know, feel trapped when they're talking math. But really all it is you gotta help them escape that. And that's really all those people are looking for is an escape. It's the same thing that happened to me actually today in work. I'm working on this new software. I can't really say exactly what it is, but normally from what I'm hearing, it takes a team. And I believed I was alone. I thought, oh shit, I'm working on this alone. But again, not again. But luckily for me, I mean, this was a handoff, right? Because whoever I got it from was actually like too busy to do this, so it's a handoff from a senior, and because it's a handoff, please Gasodon, no, get Gasodon, it's not worth it, it's not, no, okay, let me just take this, sweet, we took it, okay, but it was a handoff, right? So knowing that it's a handoff means that it's probably from a senior, means that, what the fuck already, no, let me get that, please, okay, rip. But that means that it was senior work, and on top of the senior work, it was for a team. But I believed I was alone. So what did I do? All I did was bitch and moan. I don't understand this. I thought that I was fucking alone. So I ranted to my team, and I said, instead of asking for help, I straight up said, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and I feel incompetent, right? That's what I straight up said to some of the people that I work next to, in this closed area. What I completely forgot was that person that handed it off to me was still in the fucking room. And just like how I was talking about with tutoring, all you gotta do is free that person from that wrong mindset, that prison, right? And when you do that, talking again, caring for others, that's all it is. Now that person doesn't have to fucking think about, oh shit, I might lose my job. Oh shit, like, people are out to get me. Oh shit, like, you know, this task was a fucking conspiracy. You don't have to think about that anymore. And all it is after that is thinking, what the fuck happened? Okay, whatever. It's thinking instead of me, now it's team is fucking there for me. Now I know my teammates are gonna look out for me. And that was what happened to me today. Things like that. And when you help people out, for example, say they're learning a new concept, they're trying to learn a new theorem, say they're trying to learn, or hell, they keep saying I'm bored at work. That's a cry for help, right? That's you perceiving that someone else needs help. But the question is, are you gonna act on it? Are you gonna say, oh man, I pity you. I really think that, you know, that's unfortunate. Or are you gonna like try to go in there and step in? Like today, for example, that senior actually stepped in and said, hey, I see that you're having trouble. Let me just give you these key words. Now you have at least some semblance of what to do. And that was fucking awesome. Like, the feeling to know that somebody had my back, like, come on, it doesn't get better than that, right? Like, if you've never done something before, oh shit, I'm dead. D-E motherfucking dead. If you never had that, what, game? Hello? Okay, I was gonna say, what happened there? But, yeah, so if you never have that feeling, I really need to learn how to react to that. I'm reacting completely wrong. Just practice that real quick. So it's bop, boom, hold both buttons, press triangle. Okay, front hop, back hop. Maybe I have to hold. I have to hold. Okay, that's why. Got it. So hold, shield, back. Okay, got it. But if you've never had that feeling, it's something you want to look for, because I know there's a lot of people that feel like they're alone, even with their own friends. Right? they're really just trying to, when they're ranting, what that is again, it's a cry for help, right? Like, people don't just say shit to say shit. Generally, there's a purpose behind it. And if you are ranting just to rant, I mean, that's another thing too. It is fun to do that. You need to blow off steam. I get that. But generally, when people are ranting, there's something behind that as well. So if you can look out for someone, and again, if I can look out for someone, for example, back when I was tutoring, that is something that can free someone. And when you free someone, the next thing is, are you really setting them free, or are you just giving them a short-term thing? So for example, when I was tutoring, it was funny because my my boss at the time who hired me, because I was a private contractor basically. So that what that means is, you're supposed to net in people, and you're practically a salesman for this company, and then that's how you get work. But for me, it felt better to me, and plus it was like fucking like $10, $11 an hour in Arizona, so that's like fucking chump change. Even if you were to do tutoring now, like come on, man, $11 to teach calculus or like other things, like there's a lot better things you can do for $11 an hour. Like the thing where I helped it. Here we go. No. All right, whatever. I didn't get it, but it still worked out. Oh, block. Pow. Boom. Got him. Okay. But anyways, fuck. Where was I? Talking about looking out for people. Fucking. I don't know why the fuck is whatever. But if you can guarantee, because my policy, for example, when I was tutoring, was not so much to worry about am I getting customers. It was to what I thought was better for them was, are they coming back? And there's two reasons that they would not come back again. A, you fucking suck as a tutor, which could have been a case. Like there was this one girl who just could not communicate. It was someone from another nation. It was a foreign student. My language skills were terrible. I hated people to a degree. Well, I don't mean like hate people, but I mean like, you know, I don't like dealing with bullshit and all that shit. So for me, you know, I tried to do my normal thing, and it didn't work. I didn't really see how I could connect to this person. It was more of like a, oh man, like you should be helping me type of thing, you know, like that whole thing of entitlement type of thing. Like I don't know how to deal with that when I was younger, at least. Now I kind of get it. It's different. Like now you need to actually relate to the person before you can even think about tutoring. That's what I think I should have done back then, but now it's different because I understand that mechanic. Back then I thought everybody was just a fucking like an intellectual like me, but I'm not even that smart. But I mean, like, when I mean intellectual, I mean like you accumulate information so we can talk about. No, fuck. Should have went left. Went left over. Okay, I'm probably dead. No. Oh, block. Yes. All right. No. Okay. We're still in. Nope. We're out. All right. Well, I don't know if I have time, but what the point I was getting at is, you want to make sure. If I want to fuse these two things together for prisons, did I really break? No way. I didn't do that much damage. Like that was a shit run. The point of that was to say, if you see someone call for help, whether it be a rant or straight up like, yo dog, like I don't know what I'm doing, like that was me today, or they're panicking, try to get to understand them, right? Like that's what I think I should have done plenty of times before, and try to help them through. Going back to what I was talking about with the tutoring thing, it was, I'm gonna do one more. I don't like what happened there, but if the only thing you can do is try to understand them and at least show them that like you got their back, that is a lot more than just saying, oh man, that's unfortunate, right? Like I've done that plenty of times as a shitty friend, quote friend, air quote, I'm talking air quotes here now too, because there's a lot of times when I'm in a conversation but I'm not in a conversation, right? Like I'll listen or I'll hear you, but I'm not going to be listening because I'm selfish to that degree sometimes, right? Like maybe I'm deep in something, and plus I fucking suck at multitasking. Like right now, that's the whole reason I'm doing this shit, right? If I have to focus on something else, chances are you're gonna be ignored. So what I've noticed I have to do when somebody talks to me is I gotta put this shit down, and you gotta really get in that conversation, right? Like, what I've heard another person say is, you know, you gotta kind of think of something as it's not necessarily scarcity, but it's a limited event. You're only gonna meet someone so many times in your life, and when you actually look at that number, you need to think about, you know, is it really beneficial to me that I'm ignoring this person? Is it really beneficial to that person that I'm focusing more on this task than them? And that may be the only time in your life that you meet that person, or say that person is you know, short on a lifespan, or maybe you go different ways. Now you're never gonna fucking see that person again. You just missed out on that. So think about it in that kind of perspective. It's a lot easier than just like, oh shit, I gotta put down what I'm doing, right? It's all perspective. But to go back at that, what I was talking about earlier is, if you, and I'm talking me because I'm fucking guilty of this also, are able to just focus more on trying to look out for each other. Again, we can free each other from these prisons. We can help the trust thing, and you don't have to deal with all these micromanaging, you know, shitty environments. You have the power, more than you think, to be able to set the work environment at school, at work, or anywhere you go. All it has to do is how much trust you can generate among the people that you're trying to do. And some people aren't gonna get it. I mean, some people just may not respond to it, but that's okay. I mean, at the end of the day, at least you tried, right? And if the intention is there, like, come on, dude. Like, eventually something's gonna happen, right? If you keep seeing them, it's gonna happen. Damn. All right, missed it. Going back to that thing that I was talking about earlier, with tutoring, I think I keep fucking missing it. There's 2 reasons. Oh, shit, man. Evade that so I can block it. Okay. There's 2 reasons that someone will never come back. A, you suck as a fucking tutor, never fucking gonna come back to you because you're garbage, right? Get good at tutoring. And like I mentioned, that did happen to me. I was trash at communicating with an international student, and because of that, she never came back. But then the other students, I kept trying to tell them, like, you know, if you need my help, I'm gonna help you. But my goal is to try to teach you not how to do this particular thing. My goal is to try to teach you how to conceptualize this, right? Because that's what I think a teacher does, right? A teacher's job is not to just say, hey, garbage in, garbage out, right? I think they're there to set the example of why the concept works, right? And that's what I thought was fucking annoying. Fuck. Back in mathematics, when they do proofs, right? Like, when somebody fucking proves a theorem right in front of you, you think that shit's a waste of your time, because that's really dumb that we have to prove it to begin with, because or rather that you have to show me, because all we want to do at the time is just accomplish the fucking homework so we can just get on with our lives, right? That's short term what we're thinking. But thinking about long term, if they didn't make that proof in the test, or I'm sorry, if they didn't make that proof, the test scores that you get from not seeing the proof, you wouldn't see why you're able to solve these questions. And it was crazy too, because the professors that did do the proofs, I felt it was a lot easier for me to conceptualize. I just never noticed it, right? So I feel really terrible too, because one of the better professors, I joked about it in my physics class. Oh man, this guy was a dick, man. Like, he fucking brought these random ass questions, not even close. I didn't even check who was around me, and he ended up talking to my current physics teacher. And I meant it jokingly, but you know, I fucking said it. Shit like that can bite you in the ass. But thinking about that perspective of why we teach people to begin with, that whole thing of we're not trying to teach just to transfer knowledge. We're trying to teach so that we can create a society that has this knowledge, right? There's a difference. One is saying, I trust society to use this tool. The other is saying, here's a fucking tool. I ain't gonna fucking tell you how to use it. You know, it's that type of thing. Like, why the fuck are you in my store? That type of thing. Versus, hey, welcome to my store. Let me tell you about this product, right? That's completely different. And And again, going back to the whole prison thing, you know, if the reason we have these prisons, these limitations on our mind, is not because people are just like, hey, you can't be this. The reason we have this limitation is because we allow ourselves, oops, that's not what I want to do. We allow ourselves to just think, hey, I can't trust this guy anymore. I can't trust this teacher. I can't trust this person. I can't trust this society. And when you're trapped in that prison, well, now what you've done, you've probably fucking trapped other people, because now you're gonna pass that same fucking block. You're gonna pass that same prison on to other people. And when you pass the same prison on to the people, now we've created a shittier society. That's the complete opposite of what we want to do. So, to be able to set the example, to be able to block back, yeah, okay, good enough. To be able to do that, god damn, that means that fucking speedrunner got back down consistent. That consistency is fucking crazy. Anyways, if you're able to fucking create that society, I don't mean alone here. I'm talking like, you know, if we can get everybody in on this, then now what you got? Can I block? Okay, sweet, I blocked it. Behind me. Now you got a society that is going to look out for each other. A society that's going to be able to actually trust each other, and a society that is trying to look out for the creation and not just the preservation. Right? Preservation, I think, is fucking stupid. Why would you want a society that's always the same when we can improve, right? And I get we're fucking polluting the world in our own ways, but at the same time, I don't think there's not a possibility. Like, why wouldn't we be able to stop our pollution if that's what you're thinking? I don't mean you. I mean, like, if what that mindset of why people are like trying to pause, you know, the creation of newer technology, newer, or rather the old gas that we had, and now we're trying to switch to electricity. Which electricity is weird because, okay, where the fuck does electricity come from? Are we just generating that from the sun, or we use, like, that's one thing I think my econ teacher brought up when I was in like high school, which is, you know, you don't know where the fuck that shit's coming from. It could be from gas, it could be from fossil fuels. All we know is it's electricity or electric cars, which is great, but that doesn't necessarily mean, you know, we're solving the entire part of the problem. All we're doing is changing the energy in that case. Okay, thanks Barnos. I'm just gonna, okay, we're good, and pop the smacks post. Okay, no, we're not. Watch myself. Shit, hip check. We're good. Out of range. Okay, back in the mix. We don't know where it's coming from. That whole preservation thing is what I mean. You know, it's great. Jump back. Got it. Fucking did it finally. Holy shit. That whole preservation thing is great because it means we're not just trying to destroy the society we live in, but at the same time, I mean, what good is preservation if that preservation is really only short? We only see halfway. Like, okay, if you try to preserve your car, nope, didn't get it. If you try to preserve your car, eventually it's gonna fucking break, right? Like, you can do all the maintenance in the world. It's only gonna last for a certain amount of time. Same thing with humanity, right? Like, if you think about trying to fucking... Okay, we slept it. Sweet, thanks, cat. Did your job. If you think about preserving humanity, all you're gonna do is try to live out the lifespan as long as it can be. But if you try to expand, now we're trying to create more, which I think is also great. And to create more within the minds, I think that's even greater. Like, if we were able to create people that can just think for themselves, think about it. Like, if everybody could be a fucking streamer, if everybody could be like a fucking artist, everybody could be like a fucking whatever the fuck they want to be, you know, musician, coder, whatever. I don't know what everybody wants to be, because I don't even know what the fuck I want to be. Even though I'm a fucking software engineer professionally, as what I do for money, doesn't mean that's necessarily what I want to do all the time. That's just what I chose how to make money. But if we had a society that could be anything they wanted, which is actually pretty closer than what it was like 30 or 40 years ago, that can be possible. Not alone, but if we looked out for, he's leaving. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. If we looked out for each other, it could be totally possible. But alone, no, there's no way that's not gonna happen. So putting that together, this whole thing, these two topics that I think is fucking lucky that I got generated today. As a fucking agenda, dude, if I had like a way to, oh shit. Okay. You're gonna climb, right? Oh shit, he's gonna jump. Okay, we good. We good. Block. Oh wait, I have a Mage Mantle. Holy shit. Alright, free hits. And bop. Bop. And pow. Oh, and super block. Hit him there. Okay, back in the fucking mix. If we have a society that can look out for each other, where you no longer need to worry about if somebody's gonna fucking take your job, because you don't have to worry about a fucking job, because people are creating jobs because they're saying, hey, I trust you to do whatever you're gonna fucking do. Say we don't even need to fucking make money anymore, and fucking such a great society because we're able to generate all our fucking resources. Wouldn't that be fucking awesome? I know it sounds like communism, but just throw that shit away. Throw the fucking thoughts about that. But if you just had a society that looked out for each other, you wouldn't have to worry about it. And that's exactly what happens with friends. That's how it's supposed to be, at least, right? I mean, if you had friends that don't look out for you and they're just trying to get shit from you, you may need to rethink about what your concept of friend is. I don't mean like throw them away. Okay, fuck that up. Should have just rolled into him, not away from. And I should have timed that roll. If you have friends that are actually looking out for you, then the new product that's created is no longer this type of society that's out to hunt for money, where we're trying to kill each other over money. Now this new society is, hey, I'm gonna look out for this guy because he's gonna help me get my money. I'm gonna look out for this lady because she's gonna make sure that I'm able to find, you know, the I'm gonna be able to do what I want to do, and so on. Like that type of mindset where we're able to free each other. That's what I think is the next step that we can all help each other with. But that's different because I can see it now. It's hard enough for even myself to fucking do my own job, let alone fucking try to give advice. So for me to say this is fucking hypocritical, but that's, I think, what would be ideal. Because fuck, 1, 2, 3, pull back, slap him in the, nope, we missed the leg shot. Okay, all good, all good. But when we reach that day, I think that'll be fucking amazing. And that's not gonna happen by just me saying it. That's gotta happen from my own action. That's gotta happen from people beyond me. That's gotta happen from people around me. And you may not even be able to just say this shit. Like, I actually need to fucking set the example. Now that what was that? Deviljho, what the fuck was that? Seriously. Like, he just canceled 2 animations and then put his mouth in and then jumped over. Okay, whatever. But if wrapping things up, if you can help another person, not even just from a mental prison, but if you can just help someone escape their own I guess perspective of I'm stuck, then we'll be able to see more people be able to help you and everyone around you do the same thing, because we have all the fucking information in the world right now. We have all the fucking people in the world. I should say US, but I mean even around the globe. Okay, what the fuck? Nothing. Whatever. I mean, a run's a run, 13 minutes, whatever. Take it. At least get tall fangs, talon, 1 tall fang. Fuck. But when we can help everybody, and when we're all able to create a place, we don't have to worry about, you know, worrying about stepping over someone else, or we have to worry about someone stepping over us. I think that's going to be the biggest thing. And if you can look out for someone, try to look out for someone. And if you can't, you know, whatever, just focus on you at the moment. That's totally fine too, because I get it. Like, people are trying to survive. People don't really care about expansion. People just want to make enough to live, and that's totally respectable, because we all do have the right to live. But if you do see someone, I just wanted to bring that up, because it's something that I definitely want to do now that I got the help. And it's something that I feel that a joy, definitely, that I feel once you're able to feel it, know that someone's looking out for you, because I didn't have that in my first job. I didn't have that. Even starting out this one, I was just kind of going around, you know, just surfing my team and doing what I was doing normally, and then this task pops up. But the feeling You know, just to know that someone's looking out for you is probably one of the greatest things that you can give someone else. And if you even knowing that it may reciprocate, forget about that for a moment and just think for a second there that, you know, that you made someone's day, maybe you made someone's career even better. And that's where we're gonna close today. While I look at this guy who can't even I'm just kidding. He's doing a good job. He's making sure I got my Harvard shit. But we're gonna close. We're looking at this guy, looking at a book, looking at me, and appreciate the people that were watching. And I will catch you guys at another time. Probably do this Friday or Saturday, Sunday. Appreciate the time that you spent, and this will probably be going on YouTube as well. Thanks for watching the 3 okay runs, 2 and 1 being the cart, and I will catch you guys whenever the fuck that happens again. See ya.